Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about CVS, and I feel that CVS is one of those companies that you can't properly analyze without going back to the very late past. And if you look at their 5-year graph here of CVS, you can see that they've actually been on a very downwards trend ever since around 2015. And they were worth over $100 at the time, but almost 2 years after that, 3 years after that, they were only worth 80, and they never really came above that $80 level. Even here in December of 2019, you can see that they never went above the $80 level. And if we look at here before the coronavirus, they dropped all the way to around $50 at the lowest of their price. And they haven't really recovered as strongly as I'd want them to, considering the fact that they're a healthcare stock. And if we look at other healthcare stocks, we've seen that they can rocket in a single day, almost over 100%, such as with Myrna and other companies like this. However, CVS hasn't been able to copy this same amount of growth, only recovered around 15% in the last 3 months, which doesn't bode well for the future of their stock. And this is because they focus a lot on in-person retail, and a lot of people are simply just not buying their things in person anymore. They'd rather go on Amazon or focus with other health providers where insurances are actually encouraging people to buy stuff online now instead of in person at CVS and other retailers like this. And if we look at their earnings, they've actually hit at or above their estimated earnings ever since quarter three of 2018. However, this type of positive motion isn't reflected on their graph. They simply haven't been able to keep pushing up their price and pushing up their price and have simply just stagnated here. And they're costing around the same as they did in 2019, which can't be said for a lot of the other biotech stocks that I was referring to earlier. So what would I say for CVS here? If we look at the 1 month chart, we can see that they've been very down, up, down, up, down, up. And essentially what this shows is that nobody really knows what's going to happen with CVS or how their company is going to be affected when the coronavirus ends. Right now, the company says that they are surging with about 8% more in-person customers than they'd usually be expecting during this time period. CEO says that the pandemic will change customers' shopping habits. And essentially, what this means, if I had to guess, is that people are just not going to go in person to many stores anymore. It's going to become more taboo and more taboo to go outside because there's more of a chance to catch this virus. And until the virus is completely eliminated, a lot of people are going to be very wary of going into stores, and especially into healthcare stores like CVS, where a lot of the people who go in are sick or feeling sick. So yeah, I feel that this stock is not really a very good candidate to push up above the $75 level or the $80 level of how much it was costing before the coronavirus. However, in the short run, I feel that it could run to $70 off this positive news that came around 5 days ago. If you're looking to make a profit off this stock, I would wait for it to hit around the $59 range, which was the low of this day here, and additionally, it also hit $59 here. So the company can pull back a bit and then hit this cycle of 60, 65, 60, 65. So if you're trying to profit off the stock, that's when I would recommend getting in when it hits the $60 level. However, I wouldn't hold this stock for very long because I feel that they are going to collapse off the fact that there just isn't a lot of people going into retail stores anymore, and especially a place where they could be potentially sick with the coronavirus or other type of ailments. Now, I've actually been to CVS around 2 times in the last year because I had the flu, and every time I went there, I was literally the only customer in the store. And apparently now they have 8% more traffic as a result of these latest health crises. However, I just wouldn't say that this type of movement can continue into the future as more and more people buy their stuff online and become more bearish on CVS as a brand and as a whole. Additionally, the market has a lot of competitors in this healthcare section with Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, and etc. And it just doesn't bode well for the future of a company like CVS that isn't the biggest name in healthcare in the US. So yeah, guys, be very careful if you're invested in this stock. I'd say pull out if it does hit $70 and just don't hold this for the long run because the future of CVS is very nigh. So yeah, good luck guys and just keep watching out for those profits.